A ground that barely needs an introduction, the grand theatre for many a footballing drama. Welcome to the Theatre of Dreams, Old Trafford. And here we have Manchester United providing the challenge to Aston Villa. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
The lineups, we can have a look at them now. So off we go then. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
The mercurial talent that is Payet, Peter. He can be a world beater on his day, but there's always a question mark over his consistency and his focus, and which version of Payet is going to turn up. That's what makes him a real showstopper, though. You just can't help but be intrigued as to what he's likely to deliver.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. And it's Barnes. Matson. Now it's Barnes. Aimed long and direct. Barnes. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance. Oh, he's in! It took genuine bravery to attempt to tackle there. Mind you, he had little option.
And that's very well played. What a good solid tackle that was. He knew his team were vulnerable then, and something had to be done. Great commitment.
Big moment! Massive goal!
And some of the best managers I played for insisted on starting games as you mean to go on. And we've just seen a very important opening goal from an extremely talented individual who looks primed for more. He really does look at it.
However they tried to stand in his way, he just was not to be denied.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked a scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
Well, that is... he ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. That'll be a corner. Up to meet it! Oh, taken with style! Hot knife through butter! They have done it again! Great corner, and he did the rest.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
United get themselves a 2-goal cushion.
Well, at 1-0 this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's gone to 2, mindsets are affected a lot more. Winning belief one way and that losing feeling the other.
And he has been fouled there. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. It's come loose. Played out to the right. He's in, surely! Gets up to head it! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Aston Villa didn't really deal with the wide play. It was a lovely dribble down the flank, but really they've got to double up to try and stop that, and I think with the attempted goal too, they were a little fortunate.
Gets it back. Bruno Fernandes. With the ball through, and out to safety. Gets it back. Maatsen. Can he put it away? They are running riot, and they are disappearing out of sight. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll. Bruno Fernandes. Who's going to make this theirs? Battles to win it back. Sesko. Lucas Paqueta. Looking cross-field, changing the point of attack. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Play for a throw. Sticks in a foot to win it back. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Astute defending to ensure they got no further. And he's there to hoof it away. Great challenge. De Ligt looks to dink one in. Payet. Spoon forward. Bruno Fernandes! Saved. That's good keeping.
Okay, they've got nothing to show for it, but that was a really incisive counter-attack, and it's hard to defend against that type of breakaway.
Fires from distance. Well, it was a chance, but meat and drink for the keeper.
Well, there wasn't much up.
Lucas Paqueta with the foul. Diogo Dalot. Tries to get it forward quickly. And it's Barnes. Santos. Bruno Fernandes gets it back. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Sesko is now in the last chance saloon. And that'll be the last act of the first half.
It's looking very much like game, set and match. A half of ruthless endeavour with a thirst for more. Just in case you think this is bias on my part, it isn't. This is fact.
The Red Devils 3-0 up at the break, precisely as they would have dreamt it. Diogo Dalot. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Payet can hoist it clear. And that's a throw. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Meno. Fired in from distance. Well read, he sorted that out. It's out of play for a goal kick. The Villains seek a performance here which reflects rather better on the boss. He's taken a fair amount of criticism in the wake of the last game.
I think it was quite fair, the criticism he received. He was blind to an obvious problem, and he was far too slow in reacting to it. He was never going to get away with that.
Bruno Fernandes. Forward it goes. Bruno Fernandes. Floats one over. The shot's on! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Probably not his best option. I think goalkeepers are normally happy for players to have a go from there.
Seems now to be all about width.
Well, when you have the personnel to create in wide areas, then they need to see as much of the ball as possible.
Oh, he's missed it.
Well, he caught that one right on the meat. Cracking effort.
Gets it upfield. Oh, good interception. Bruno Fernandes. That's the sort of defending that is going to upset the opposition. It already has, actually.
Yeah, Peter, and it looks like this defence will go tooth and...
The referee's awarded a free kick. Aim forward. Bruno Fernandes pushes it out wide. Sesko will try from distance. Oh, the keeper's done just about enough.
That's a pretty powerful effort, because he really got hold of that one, but he's not going to trouble the keeper from there.
He put on quite a show there.
He's been a joy to watch, and that didn't miss by much. He'll be back.
Lucas Paqueta needed to come up with a better ball.
Yeah, and the vision to get him through was all good, but the execution of the pass wasn't quite right. But importantly, he's holding his line until the very last moment, and that will pay off.
Tries a long pass towards the front. He's had a shot! Disappointing finish in the end.
Well, it was far from high calibre, Peter, and when you're shooting from that position, it needs to be just that, high calibre.
Gonzalo Inacio. Santos pumps it upfield. Marlen. Lovely close control. Ball's gone out of play. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Hoyland. No complaints about that challenge. Robust but fair. Payet tries the route one option. Out wide to the right. Diogo Dalot gets into a dangerous position. They're guilty of lacking inventiveness here. It's all broken down. Who's going to make this theirs? Tries a through ball. Hits one! Lacking in accuracy.
Well, that's the kind of break that can do a lot of damage. It just lacked the finish to be a great counter-attacking strike. It was so direct.
Payet. Spoon forward. Plays it over to the other flank. Oh, he's not going to get that. Tries to get it forward quickly. Hoyland battles to win it back. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Now the pass. It's there to get rid. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Aston Villa have just about everyone back and central.
Yeah, clearly they're trying to show strength to what the opposition have seen as a weakness.
It's a safety-first approach. Looks like a good ball through, and that's well defended. Aimed long and direct.
Well, trying to bulldoze his way through a crowded area is unlikely to yield any joy, Peter. He needs to find a little more guile. Matches Cunha.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
It's a long forward pass.
Hoyland.
Bruno Fernandes. Belts one. Who's going to make this theirs?
Gesson.
Not much subtlety, he's launched himself there. Spoon forward. Tries to stroke it through. Bruno Fernandes. Ball's loose, who's getting there? And time is up. United a class apart. Opponents torn apart. They are comprehensive winners. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, tactically, they looked as if they got that spot on. I think when you push up at the back to the extent they did, then there must be a pressure on the...
So a warm welcome to you all. We will be on the way very shortly, once all the pleasantries are complete. And our live game is Newcastle against Manchester United. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
And now the lineups for the game. Off we go then. Ramsey. Throw in. Miley. Murphy. De Ligt. Battles to win it back. Newcastle haven't lost any of their last 5 home games. Xiao. Wan-Bissaka. Ramsey. Newcastle have come to the defence of their manager after he came in for some stick regarding some of his decision-making.
Listen, there's just no hiding place, and it was refreshing to hear him admit to getting it wrong. He miscalculated, human error, we move on. Demiral.
Wan-Bissaka. Ramsey. And that's a throw. Wan-Bissaka. Thrust towards the front line. It's a good-looking cross. It is a corner. We've played it short. And that's been repelled. The ball's come loose and the chase is on. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Kamara. Tries a through ball. Loose ball, who's going to get that? It's Fernandes! Good, no mistake! Oh, that is a late call, but it's the right one.
Yeah, the assistant called it correctly. There's some disagreement, as usual, but they've got it right.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Demiral. Ramsey. Wan-Bissaka. Leo. It is deadlocked. Out to the left it goes. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Clearance now, can they make something of it? Gets good distance on it. Meno. Bruno Fernandes. It's broken loose. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Keeper's got good distance on that. Passes it through. And the finish! And he's there to make a great save.
Oh, he made that look really easy, Peter, but I can assure you that wasn't a routine save. He had to be very switched on there.
Played out to the right. Up to meet it! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead! Oh, an absolute gem of a cross. It made the header simple.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
Manchester United break the deadlock.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Bruno Fernandes. Gets it upfield. Leo. Now the pass. Murphy. Ramsey. Steered out wide. Played in by Murphy. He's dealt with that well. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Looks like a good ball through. Great challenge. Zirkzee. Jacob Murphy. It's got through to him. He's away. Strong challenge, but well within the laws. Bruno Fernandes. Looks to slip it through. They've managed to get it away. Bruno Fernandes goes for the cross. Bruno Fernandes. He's there to get rid. And there's the end of the first half.
I'm sure they'll be very happy with their first half performance and the scoreline. They'll definitely want to maintain their momentum now and finish the job.
The Red Devils leading 1-0 at the break. Whistle goes and we start the second half. United carry a 1-goal lead into the second half. Mount fired in from distance, belts it on the volley. Goal!
Unbelievable.
2 up and threatening to pull clear. You're going to have to go an awful long way to see a goal better than that at this or any time of year.
Well, the fact that the service was quick always makes it harder for defenders, but that finish was textbook.
Manchester United grab a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
Well, at 1-0 this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's gone to 2, mindsets are affected a lot more. Winning belief one way and that losing feeling the other.
Who's going to make this theirs? Bruno Fernandes. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance. Cut out in the nick of time. He can get that clear. The Red Devils were relieved to hold on for a win last time round and go again now. Manchester United cannot keep hold of the ball. Looks like a good ball through. Up he gets! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Oh, they really wanted that. There's so many players in the box. Everyone's committed to attack now.
It so nearly came off for him.
It's tremendous play on his part, Peter, and he's proving to be a right handful throughout the game.
Zirkzee.
Everything they would have spoken about in that dressing room during the break has a greater chance of happening thanks to the early goal. It's the perfect platform now to go on and try to win it.
Mado. Newcastle have just about everyone back and central.
Yeah, clearly they're trying to show strength to what the opposition have seen as a weakness.
It's a safety-first approach. Top save! That shot was travelling. Danger averted for now. Bruno Fernandes, who does have an assist to his name. Zirkzee. He's had a shot! They are rampant! Surely now, beyond all doubt. Really outwitted one-on-one. Once more, he gets the better of the keeper.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Demiral. United still have 2 substitutions up their sleeve. Tries a through ball. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Manchester United have conceded a penalty. Referee's had to think about this for a moment, and it's a straight red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. And he's kept it out.
Well, that was a real wasted chance from the spot.
More than happy to take the muscular approach. Good challenge, he just stood firm. He's done well to tidy up the situation. Passes it through. He's made sure that that won't get through. Wan-Bissaka. Decent ball. Can he find a finish now? Lacking in accuracy.
Yeah, not only do they hit fast on the counter-attack, Peter, but they show terrific effort and desire in getting forward in good numbers.
United look as though they're about to make a change. That's the sort of defending that is going to upset the opposition. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Yeah, it would seem a little
with
too
set
far
piece
out.
Chance.
This will probably be a dink far post.
Great football, shot and save. Ramsey. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. That always looked inevitable. The defence dealt with that really well. Rapidly approaching the end, so it is looking now like 12 points from 12. It is a corner. Towering header! And he's there to hoof it away. Shaw tries to get it forward quickly. There's the cross. What about it? Over the hills and far away. No catching them now. Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
Well, considering he has a bit of a shoot-on-sight policy, he was the one player that should have been picked up then. It was both careless and costly from where I'm sitting.
He's made it 3. Quite a day at the office for him.
Well, he's been the outstanding player on the pitch and devastating in front of the goal. What a display. What a player.
Newcastle chosen to bring on the last of their substitutes. United totally rampant here. Matheus Cunha gets it back. Risa. Shaw. Matheus Cunha. And now they can launch a counter. Played out to the wing. Offside, I think. Yes, it is. Keeper's got good distance on that. Michael. Bruno Guimaraes. Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. Kamara. And that will be the final act. Manchester United, comfortable winners. A virtuoso display, utterly one-sided. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Manchester United kept such a high defensive line and squeezed the game with really good pressure on the ball.
ground that barely needs an introduction, the grand theatre for many a footballing drama. Welcome to the Theatre of Dreams, Old Trafford. The teams then, Manchester United against Atletico Madrid. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Begley.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
So the players and officials stand tall for the anthem. The lineups, we can have a look at them now. We're underway. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Someone I really like a lot, Peter, is Matthijs de Ligt. You can't get much better than him when it comes to taking the ball up the pitch into midfield and then linking up with his midfielders and his attackers, sometimes driving even further forward. He really is amongst the very best in the world at doing this.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. It's in!
And what a great way to start the game, to spark the game. I mean, the captain has basically triggered a contest that should be even livelier than we anticipated. Get your seatbelts on, this could be rather exciting.
That is just remarkable, the amount of bend he got on that.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
Atletico Madrid trail at this early stage. How will they respond? Hanko. Gallagher. Sesko. Pumps it into the area. Good save, really well read. Sticks it away! 2 up, 2 easy. How many more to come? He was really quick to react to the initial save, and he has his reward.
Well, for me, that's just pure predatory brilliance. It's not so much the finish, but the way he read the situation when nobody else was even alert to it. It's fantastic.
The Red Devils take a 2-goal lead, and things should be comfortable from here on in.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
Sesko. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. It'll be a throw-in. Loose. Barrios. Whipped in. He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Yeah, and it all came from very good trickery in the wider position, but quite a static defence. Was pretty fortunate to survive that little episode. It should have been much worse.
Gallagher. Tries to get it forward quickly. Barrios. Lenormand. Hanko. Aimed long and direct. Simeone. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Looks like a good ball through. The assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
It's a pity he slightly mistimed his run. Maybe he wasn't expecting the ball to come his way as fast as it did.
He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Plays it out to the flank. Goes for it! Just a whisker away. Ruguri. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Tries to stroke it through. Goal! Atletico Madrid!
Unbelievable.
Back within one! They have them in their sights again! That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
It's almost a case of sacrificing some of the power in favour of getting the technique right, and technically that volley was as good as it comes. That's not an easy skill, we know that by now. That's fantastic.
Atletico Madrid get themselves back into contention.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could near well reward them with an equaliser.
He's done very well to get to that.
That wasn't the easiest of saves by any means, Peter, and I think his instincts were, well, they were just razor sharp.
Up to meet it! No mistake! And with that goal comes comfort! Great corner, and he did the rest.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
United are 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, that goal should be a big game changer. It's certainly been a big mood changer.
Delivers the ball. Firmly met. Back in once more. And that's out of reach. Hanko. Lewis. It's a long forward pass. Well read, he sorted that out. Tries the route one option. Gallagher looks to slip it through. Manchester United are leading with half-time drawing close. Bruno Fernandes, very firm in standing his ground there. It is a tough, full-contact contest.
The normal.
Hanko, who's going to make this theirs? It's a promising run he's making on the right. Goes for the cross. Goes for it! Saved only by poor finishing. Massive leap! More and more and more and more! They are running riot! Surely now, beyond all doubt. A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
The Red Devils blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. It was long and forward. Gallagher. No question, that's a foul. Ruguri. Looks to thread it through. Bruno Fernandes. And we hit half-time.
Well, I would think this one is possibly over as a contest. They know they've already reached cruise control, and it's a case of the right game management to take it from here.
Manchester United, 3 ahead after a remarkable half. Who knows how many more will follow. Sesko floats one over.
The normal.
Gets it away. That was one quality pass away from being a very decent chance. Looked very promising.
Well, the idea was crafty, but the weight of the pass was just a little light.
Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes! Saved. That's good keeping.
Well, there wasn't much on for him, so it was worth a shot. It was worth a try from there.
Towering header! Oh, taken with style! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
United totally rampant here. Hanko. Ruguri. Bayana. Ruguri.
The normal.
Bayana. Did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Sesko. Meno. Bruno Fernandes battles to win it back. And the finish! Oh, denied at the last.
Well, you can fault the execution, but not the idea or the effort.
Great leap! Oh, almost a sixth!
Yeah, with him being under pressure from a couple of opponents, I thought he showed real determination to get some sort of attempted goal, and we have to give him credit at least for that.
That's one way to make your presence felt.
It's tremendous play on his part, Peter, and he's proving to be a right handful throughout the game.
Piccini. Ball's gone out of play. Bruno Fernandes has a pop! And he's missed it.
Well, he caught that one right on the meat. Cracking effort.
Pumps it forwards. Good defending, he knew he had to stop it right there. Goes for goal! Atletico Madrid have plenty in the middle.
They've planned to defend the aerial route and will do so with numbers.
That was asking just too much of him. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Bayern plays it over to the other flank. Alvarez passes it through. Drilled in low. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. Going for goal. Pumps it upfield. Tries to switch the play. Oh, good interception. Matheus Cunha. Good strong hand by the keeper. Boots it to safety. Atletico Madrid have a sub ready to come on. It's Fernandes! Keeper always had the measure of that.
That's a pretty powerful effort because he really got hold of that one, but he's not going to trouble the keeper from there.
Oh, that's great stuff from him.
I would agree. It's tremendous play. He's full of belief and imagination and hard to contain.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Defending was physical, no nonsense, and it had to be. A chance! Oh, he's broken through. Oh, terrific save.
Well, I would say the goalkeeper merits praise for taking charge then. He snuffed out the threat and he put pressure on.
Gets up to head it! Now it's Bruno Fernandes. In comes the cross. The shot's on! They've done it! A contest no more. It is nothing short of utter humiliation.
Listen, when you're on an invitation to improve your goal difference, why ease off?
There's going to be a change here. There's a man waiting to come on.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Manchester United tear their opponents apart once again. They are utterly ruthless. The accusatory stare there tells the whole story.
Yeah, I think the problem there was that the pass was telegraphed. An easy read for the defence.
Tries a through ball. And the defence can get it clear. Good clearance and very necessary. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Thiago. It's a good run down the right. Where could this lead? And he's got his range wrong there. Thiago with a delicate ball. Time added on, 4 minutes. And the ball's come loose and the chase is on. And he's there to hoof it away. Goes for the cross. Llorente. Lewis. There is the final whistle. United were irresistible here. Dominant, utterly ruthless. Only ever one result. A comfortable win. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, I think when you score with your first effort and goal, there's a good chance that things are going to go your way for the rest of the game. And to be fair, they used the impetus it gave.